The man was horrified to discover a female driver standing strangely beside the car. Just as he was about to approach her to ask what was going on, the woman suddenly began acting strangely. She then staggered toward Tom, tugging at her own hair as she walked. Sensing something was terribly wrong, Tom quickly turned and ran back to his car, while the woman, acting like a mad woman, lunged onto the hood and began repeatedly slamming her head against the windshield. Clearly, she had been infected by an unknown virus. Fortunately, Tom immediately made a U-turn on the spot, shaking the zombie off. He rushed back to the villa and told everyone what he had just witnessed. Seeing how panicked Tom was, they finally realized the gravity of the situation, but they were now divided on whether to leave or hold the villa. Just as they were arguing about this, a zombie suddenly smashed through the window and pounced on Jack. Seeing this, the two of them rushed forward to pull the zombie off him. Nick grabbed a baseball bat and finished it off, but Jack had already been beaten to death by the zombie. His girlfriend Lucy held him in her arms, overcome with grief, and they were all plunged into deep sorrow. But what was even more terrifying was that several more zombies were charging toward the villa. With no time to mourn, they rushed upstairs. However, Nick's girlfriend Lisa noticed that Lucy hadn't followed, so she turned back and forcibly dragged Lucy away. Just as the two reached the top of the stairs, zombies smashed through the window. They quickly ran toward the second floor, but Lucy, who was running ahead, locked Lisa out of the door. No matter how much Lisa screamed for help, it was no use. Hearing his girlfriend's screams, Nick wanted to go out and rescue her, but Tom stopped him, unaware that it was Lucy, right next door, who had caused Lisa's death. Sarah looked out the window and saw several zombies standing outside, completely motionless, just as Tom had seen moments earlier. Any noise would startle them. That night, Lucy, alone, called out to Sarah through the window, but unwittingly startled the zombies outside. As the zombies broke down the door, she used a razor from the bathroom to kill them. Then she climbed out the window to escape. With her friend's help, she made it to the room next door. Once she had calmed down, Nick asked about his girlfriend Lisa, but Lucy lied. The reason she had killed Lisa was that she had accidentally overheard a conversation between her boyfriend Jack and Lisa. She believed Lisa had fallen in love with her boyfriend. None of the three were aware of the affair, so none of them suspected Lucy. Moreover, there was no food here, and the most important thing now was to get out of the villa. The next morning, they set out. Tom tied a signal stick to Nick's leg and sent him to the kitchen to get the car keys. But as soon as he reached the top of the stairs, he encountered a zombie. Fortunately, he was a fast runner. He quickly darted into the laundry room, then climbed out the window and leaped down to the first floor. He sprinted all the way, dodging one zombie after another. Once he reached the kitchen, he successfully grabbed the keys that had fallen to the floor, then rushed over to the car and finally got in without a hitch. After Nick shook off the zombies chasing him, he reached a safe spot and lit a signal flare. Seeing the signal, the others quickly climbed out the window. Nick also arrived at the designated spot to pick them up, but just as Tom and Lucy got into the car, the zombies spotted them. In a panic, Sarah had no choice but to jump onto the roof. A zombie tried to climb up, but Sarah